Hutchie, we're rolling.
Here we go. Rolling.
Number 5, mate.
Episode 5. Racking them up.
Flying through them, mate.
Yeah, mate.
Mate, I don't know where time's going. Like,
It's
time
flying,
is going so fast, mate.
Yeah.
Makes you sound like a dinosaur when you say that, but fucking, I don't know where time's
Cherish
going,
the
mate.
time when you're older. You don't realise how fast it goes.
Yeah, mad, mate. But how's your week been, all right?
It's been all right, mate. What have been up to? Just working.
Yeah, we're keeping busy, aren't we?
Gym. Obviously, I just dropped the family off at the airport yesterday.
Yeah. They've joined my gang in the UK.
Yeah, that's it. I'm joining you. Dad's on tour.
Right, riding solo in the desert.
No, they're on their summer holidays in the UK now. Obviously, just opted to stay back here and graft.
Get your head down. That's it, mate. They're getting beautiful weather, aren't they, back home in the UK as well?
Yeah, another heat wave.
Mate, I'm speaking to everyone. They're like, this is the best summer ever. Obviously, I went back for them 2 weeks and it was banging, but it's just, mate, it's kept up. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what cracked me up the other day? It's not funny, but it is. Yeah. Now there's a drought going on.
Oh,
and I was speaking to my mum, and she was like, "Oh, they're putting a paddling pool out for the grandkids and all that."
Oh, the hose.
There's a hose pipe ban. There's a hose pipe ban.
We have rain literally probably like 360 days a year, mate. You know what I mean? It's sunny for like 5 and there's a hose pipe. I don't know.
That literally fried my brain. That did.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean? She's like, oh yeah, you're just gonna have to just like fill it out from the kitchen. And I was like, yeah, but you're using the same amount of water.
Mate, that's like us over here. Like, mate, it's like 40 degrees every single day. Mate, there's no hose pipe ban, is there? You know what I mean? Nothing at all, mate. But yeah, we've got a lot on to keep us busy, haven't we? Obviously.
Yeah, mate.
And then with my lot, obviously, you know what I mean? They're still in the UK as well, so it feels ages this summer, mate. Like last summer they went back, done the same thing. Like spent the UK in the summer, seeing friends, family, and that, and that summer felt like it went fast. Here, mate, I feel like they've been gone for so long. You know what I mean? So, like
the quietness in the gaff in it is like there's just no chaos whatsoever.
Mate. You know what I mean? So, trying to keep myself busy and that.
What's that meme? Is it the narco meme or the Pablo Escobar?
Oh, yeah, when he's sitting on the swing, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mate, that's what I mean, isn't it? Just trying to stay out of trouble and that. But no, it's they're having a class time and they're obviously, you know what I mean? You miss them and that, but like we said before, you can just get your head down, can't you? Do you know what I mean? And then they're back. I think they're back on the 17th, so mate, absolutely buzzing.
What's that, about another week?
Yeah, buzzing to pick them up from the airport and that. Do you know what I mean? I can't wait. And obviously, send it, you know what I mean? Natalie sends loads of videos through and this and that. You're trying to do FaceTime and that.
Nice seeing them have a good time.
Yeah, but mate, I feel like they've changed so much. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, people say that, don't they? But obviously, when you're with your family all day, you don't notice it, like day to day. But like this summer, like been gone for you know what I mean, a fair time. You know what I mean? And I feel like even now, like on FaceTime, this and that, they're just the way they're communicating, the way they're acting, the vocab and that.
Getting more and more mature, like literally by the day now, overnight.
Yeah, but I sit there, obviously get videos sent through. I just like watch them over and over again. And obviously on shout out to the old man, he just finished his treatment.
Yep. Big
so he's finished his treatment. So the kids went around. I see all the videos. They went around with some like balloons and that. Took him like a bottle of champagne and that. So he was buzzing. He's had like, it was about 7 months of no drinking, mate. So I think I think
he'll be lightheaded.
Yeah. I think he made the most of it yesterday, celebrating. Do you know what I mean?
That's class though. But he's doing good though, yeah.
Yeah, really good. He's smashed it, mate. Warrior. So proud of him. Didn't complain once, mate. You know what I mean?
What man?
Took it in his stride, didn't he?
Happy day. That's what we like.
When are you all going back then?
Well, I dropped him off at the airport yesterday, and then I'm back now for about 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
Long time.
Yeah. Hustle mode.
I spoke to Arlo this morning. Obviously, he woke up there. He's buzzing, playing with his granddad and all that, playing like tennis and that. I'm like, you all right, mate? And he just didn't really want to know.
Mate, that is honestly
I had to put on a sad face, and Rachel's just like, look, Daddy's sad now, and he's like, oh, it's okay, I'll speak to you now. Mate, I'm like, cheers, mate.
I had that the other night. I think it was with like, Sophia's more chatty on the phone. Probably just like you said, they're just busy, aren't they? They're having fun, which is cool. Like you like watching them having fun, and the fact that you know they're enjoying themselves is cool. Do you know what I mean? But the other day, I was trying to talk to him, mate. He just had the thing. I don't know what he was doing, playing with something, doing something. The phone was just there. And I was just sitting there like in silence for like 10 minutes. I was like, Bobby, nothing, mate. I was just sitting there watching. I'm like, mate.
Class.
Yeah. But then we had that meal, didn't we? Obviously, we all went out
it was your
before
birthday.
The gang went away.
21 again?
Yeah. I was going to say 29. You've been nice on me.
There you go.
Yeah, 29 again. Throughout the 10th year running.
Mate, but how good was that? The Guild.
Beautiful.
I remember seeing it go viral on some food page. Shock. Mate. I was watching food. And there was this food blogger who was like dipping his massive fucking like crab leg in this
that
butter,
come up on
and I
my
was like,
Instagram
oh
as well.
my God, I need to benchmark
all in the butter and
just,
stuff,
like,
isn't it?
Go there and Then when my missus had booked it, she booked it a few weeks back. And for some reason, I thought your birthday was this weekend coming.
I never make a fuss of it, mate.
Yeah, I know. And I was just I was like, shit. And obviously we was together on Sunday anyway. I was like, mate. So obviously we went to the guild and fucking
tagged along, didn't I?
That roast dinner.
Day out, mate.
How good?
So good. Honestly. I like Sunday roast and, do you know what I mean? Your food back home, like it's a tradition, isn't it? On Sunday, your mum's roast cooking and that, do you know what I mean? Roast dinner, whatnot. Over here, since I've been here, I've never had one, right? And I've never really got my head around the concept. Like, it's big out over here, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they love it.
People do like brunches.
Loads of Brits here as well.
Yeah, they do their Sunday brunches. They go out dinners, families, this and that. We go out for food and that, but I've never had a roast because I'm like, mate, do you know what I mean? It's like 40 degrees. What do you want a roast for, mate? But
it feels like a proper homely meal in it, a roast dinner. You think, like, it should be tucked up at home like, with like your family around and all that.
But mate, had that roast, mate, I'm sold. That was honestly unreal, wasn't it?
Honestly, right. So on the roast dinner's front, right?
Yeah.
So my missus, she'd eat one every day.
Yeah.
No qualms. That's literally her favourite meal on the planet. Me, once in a blue moon. If I was back in the UK and my mum was doing one every Sunday, no problem at all. Of course. But here, went to a few, and there's some good ones around. Prior to going to the guild, there's a place called the Coterie.
Oh yeah, you've told me about that one before.
Proper there, yeah. I was like, nice, that's the best roast dinner I've had until last weekend when we went to the guild. And honestly, that beef.
Oh mate, like melted in your mouth, didn't it?
Mate, literally dissolved. It was unbelievable. And obviously I got them crabs as well, dinner.
Massive.
Oh my God, no, I need to go back there. But the actual place itself was stunning, wasn't it?
Mate, the atmosphere, that's how you know it's good. The atmosphere was buzzing. People were, it's like a revolving door, wasn't it? In, out, in, out, in, out, you know what I mean?
Proper gaff.
And it was like, I'm a man who likes quantity, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm never one that goes to like a fancy restaurant, you know, it's all small. I'm hungry, do you know what I mean? I've got hollow legs. If there's food in front of me, I'll just demolish it. But that was unreal. Like the quality was so good and the quantity, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You come out of that like, that was...
And then they had the little bit with like the fresh lobsters. So
we're
definitely going to have to go back there because that was proper. And Arlo was there. He thinks you're his best mate. He loves you. Alex.
Oh, he's class. He's so good. Class, yeah. And we had the little birthday cake after, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. That's
demolishing it.
He made you a little card as well, didn't he?
Did, I've got that up in the pad. I love
He was so proud of it. It's like, that is for Alex. Bless him.
No, it was good, mate. But I think that's going to be a little tradition now. I might, when the family come back, we might have to go out for a few. Like, we'll come up, go
100%.
Yeah. Take
we'll go there and then we'll
meal and that.
Pitch the kids off one night.
Them three together be thick as thieves. Them three.
We need to go to Oprah as well.
Yeah,
it's obviously like
we'll do that.
Me, Rach, you, Nat. Yeah,
that'd be class.
Because that's a proper.
Because the food over here, like, it's so good.
So good.
There's so many good places, like cuisines from all around the world. You know what I mean? Like, and it's it's just
advantage. Like you said, the standard is so good because. You know, when people come to Dubai or you think of Dubai, you think of top level service, you think of premium everything, no matter what it is, whether it's food or not,
5-star.
Or like your shopping experience, or do you know what I mean, just whatever it may be. So because there's that level of expectation, no matter where you go, that level of service is there. You got to go, listen, once in an absolute blue moon might you have a bad time somewhere, but I haven't. Everywhere I go, whatever restaurant it is, it's just like the food is just immaculate.
It's so good, mate.
So good.
But obviously talking about food and that, now I'm left to my own devices. You know what I mean? Natalie's in the UK. Like when she was here, mate, I don't know if you've heard of them. I think they're called like spring meals, something like that.
Spring meals, I've seen them advertised.
I know they do it in the UK, like wherever it's called, your Hello Chef, this and that. And like we never, back home in the UK, and even here to be fair, like we're never really in at the same time to eat together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it didn't really work. And I know we tried a few things here and there, like just never really got on with it. Anyway, I think someone put her onto this one like spring meal and that, or Springs meal, something like that. Mate, so good.
Good?
Yeah. Like unreal.
I've seen
like,
some of the meals that you send me
and that's the
pictures
thing,
of.
you're getting, they send you obviously the recipe, this and that, you cook it, you put it together, but it's easy. Like they'll send you all the ingredients and this and that. You put it together in like 20, 30 minutes, like easy. But some of the things that you make, they're like things that you would never make yourself. And you're like, that is so good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously now, like I said, I'm left to my own devices and that. You don't want to get into that as easy as it is. And you can order like healthy food in, right?
Yeah, you can.
But you don't want to just fall into that ordering all the time. So I'm like, right, I've got to try and obviously cook myself. Do you know what I mean? And then I've got bloody spinnies downstairs, mate. And I end up spending like, about 50 quid ordering like a little chicken and a bit of salad, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Just grab you by the balls.
Mate, honestly, we don't pay tax over here, but you shop in spinnies, mate.
That's where it goes.
Yeah, that's you done. What was it the other day when I come back? I ordered like, mate, it was like tuna, like nothing, mate. Like a couple of cans of tuna, like strawberries and blueberries. Mate, that's the fucking like get another remortgage, mate.
I think everything
Outrageous.
in Spinneys is like £5 per item.
yeah.
No matter what, it's just like £5. It rounds up perfectly. You're like 500 dirhams, 600 dirhams. You're like, what? How is it just so perfect?
I know. So if anyone knows a cheaper way of buying your blueberries and strawberries, mate, shout me because I don't know what's going on.
Where I used to live, there was a supermarket called Grandiose.
Oh yeah,
they've got them around.
Yeah,
it sold everything in there, but it was just I always felt like I was just getting a real good deal because for some reason it just always seemed cheaper than it was in the UK, and I don't know why. All of the same premium brands. But yeah, with Spinneys, obviously Spinneys is partnered or they're a sister company of Waitrose,
isn't it? So
you,
if you shop back Waitrose for like your breakfast, lunch, and dinner back home, you're going to spend a fortune. Do you know what I mean? But it's just again, it's that convenience. You fall into it. Like I've literally got one outside my door. Do you know what I mean?
So where you going to go?
You're like, right, I'll do it this time, but next time, that next time never happens, does it?
There'll be a lot of people that can relate to that because once it's on your doorstep, like you said, where are you going to go? You're not just going to like jump in the car and go past you like, oh, just go downstairs. But speaking of Spinneys, I actually got stitched up the other day.
Oh yeah.
I never look at the price of food or anything. I know what I'm buying, so in my head I'll roughly know where it will come to. And they say, oh, it's card or cash.
Yeah, until it's a surprise
and leave, right? And then I paid and I saw it on the pill and I was like, fucking hell. I was like,
what's that?
They stitched me up here. They charged me double on something. And I never get a receipt or anything. But I was like, you know, when something just sticks out at you, and I was like,
check this out.
Something isn't right on that. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll have the receipt, please.
Yeah.
Long receipt. And I literally got into the car. Didn't want to make a scene while I'm stood there like that type bastard, like, where have we got this?
Storming back into the shop.
And I had to look and it was all spot on. And I got down to the bottom and I'd picked Arlo up a little magazine. Do you know, the ones with little pony toys on?
Yeah, all the toys, like a little fake phone or something slapped to the front.
Just little piece of plastic that just fucking like nothing. Mate, 75 dirham.
They are outrageous.
I was like, I had £15.
They are disgusting. And kids, they know what they're doing, don't they? Kids are immediately drawn to their magazines.
Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. I was drawn to it because it was one of his like favourite characters. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll just buy him that. This little plastic
Mate, they don't even care about the magazine either, do they?
On it as well, sharks. And I was like, no problem. In my head thinking, 2 quid, 3 quid. 75 dirham. I was like, oh my God, I've had my proper pants.
That's your one
there.
For the year, I
Yeah, mate. I actually couldn't get over it. I was like, Jesus Christ, give it back. It was buzzing. So you're like,
and that's the thing though, the actual magazine bit goes out the window, mate. You're paying like 75 dirhams just for a little plastic toy, mate. I remember
once you take it off, it tears the front off anyway.
It's just, and then they break it within 2 days anyway. Mate, we got done with when we went up, was it last Christmas, I think, we went up to Rack on a little thing and we were like, right, I don't know, you know how they've been good. We're like, all right, and they're always obsessed with the magazines. But I'd clocked that they're stupid, you know what I mean? And I'm like, you're trying to swerve them away from, have a look at this. Have a look at this yogurt.
You got to buy 2 of them for 30 quid.
We've done that, We bought them a little magazine just to keep them occupied, obviously, like a couple of hours and that up to Rack from Abu Dhabi. Mate, like £30. Mate, for 2 little heavy shitty magazines. Yeah, mate. Someone's coining it in there, mate. You know what I mean? We need to start a little import-export business.
I felt like I'd been proper had up there. I was like, yes, they tucked me right up. But what can you do? He was happy. So exactly. Just got to write it off.
Sometimes you got to swallow it.
Yeah, not like remember like back in the day. I always remember like being a kid, and going to the shop. It was like a Tuesday morning. I'm sure it was like a Tuesday morning or something, like 7:30 a.m. to go get like, remember Match and Shoot.
Oh, your football magazines, mate. They were the ones, weren't they?
They were
Match
so
and Shoot.
Good.
They don't do them. I don't think they do them anymore. No, I don't think so. I think they stopped them, mate.
Really?
But that was class as a kid, wasn't it?
That's sad if it is because that was fucking unreal, mate. Unreal. That was the highlight of my morning, getting that and then walking to school, seeing what Arsenal poster I could like pull out of it or something.
That's it. The middle page, wasn't it? It was the middle page. You could pull it out. The old Staples and that.
Full spread of the full team, everyone in there, the kit man, the lot.
Unreal, mate. Magazines when you're back, and then obviously you got a little bit older and that, and you was a bit mischievous and that, and it'd be like your Nuts and Zoo magazine. The same thing with like the double
FHM.
Spread.
What a time to be alive. That was a funny era. That was Jesus Christ.
It's funny that.
That was so good.
Yeah, so good, mate.
And it's going to be funny seeing now our kids go through them phases and obviously like what they're going to be into.
The next generation.
Yeah,
mate,
crazy.
Talking about that, we got a huge milestone coming up, don't we? Bobby, Sophia, Arlo, mate, matter of weeks, they're going to be starting school, aren't they?
Yeah.
Crazy, mate.
Mad.
That time flown, mate, innit?
Literally just before they flew, literally this week.
Yeah.
He went for his full like uniform
Oh,
fitting,
really?
went down to the school, come back, mate. He was
Got
putting on his
everything,
little
did he?
grey pleated shorts, whacking on his little grey socks. He was loving it. He got his little Repton bag and his like polo top and all that.
Where did you go, Clarks or Kickers, mate?
Oh no! Funny enough, his mum is taking him to, I think, Clark's when he goes back to the
Staple,
UK. Well, I say when he goes back, they're in the UK now, so yeah, he's gonna go and do that and do it properly.
Yeah,
you know?
That first day when they go to school and that, you see them in a uniform, like we drop them off, mate. That's a mad feeling, isn't it?
I actually can't.
I'm excited for it, but mate, time like they've absolutely, mate. It's just flown by, innit?
Flown by, yeah. It's mad. I don't understand how it's got to the point so quickly where you're just looking at your kids and you're like, right, that's it. They're off. They're going into a whole new world because, do you know what I mean? There's going to be brand new people to.
That's it.
Obviously, like you got all your teachers and you got to obviously warm with them, and obviously there's going to be new kids from all over that they're going to obviously start making friends with, and you're like, right, what they're going to be into and stuff. It's
mad, innit? I think Bobby and Sophia, because they haven't done I know Arlo's gone to, they haven't had nursery, so that's going to be like a completely new setting for them. So them right now, their day-to-day is just going wild. They go to the park and they're like free-for-all, do you know what I mean? So the fact that I'm looking forward to, obviously they've got to be listening to someone else, a little bit of discipline and that, but mate, I'm worried at the same time. The teachers, do you know what I mean? These two turn up, I'm like, oh wow.
And they're in the same class and all that, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it. So again, with the twins and that, I remember the school sort of said to us, they're like, oh, do you want them in the same class or do you want them in separate classes and that? And like, I guess there's no like right or wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I thought, me and Natalie were just talking about it. And again, straight off the bat, I just thought, without really giving it too much thought, I was like, I guess now for that initial stage, because they've never, like I said, they've never got nursery. Imagine just throwing them in, do you know what I mean? And they're separated. Do you know what I mean? They're together every single day, right? But then obviously next year or a couple of years or whatever it is, they get their own friendship group.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? Boy, girl, Sophia, you know what I mean? They get their own friendship groups and they sort of get their own characters and stuff like that, which is good. Do you know what I mean? You want them to develop. You don't want to be one unit for your whole life. Do you know what I mean? You want to get your own identity and this and that. But I think for that first initial period,
do they understand the concept that they're going to school? Have you like been embedding them in? Like, oh, you're going to school?
So with obviously with Natalie like working at a school and that, like they see it, so they're actually buzzing, even though it's like separate campuses and that. They're buzzing to like be going to the same school as like Natalie. So they see it, you know, on their uniform, or whatever, is the bag and this and that. So they've now seen their uniforms got like the same badge. So they're buzzing, mate.
They're loving it.
They can't wait, But obviously the school day over here, like then we've got to navigate, mate, dropping them off, picking them up, and then Fridays over here, which is a mad concept, isn't it? Imagine being a kid over here at school and you finish at like, what, you going at, what is it, like 8 o'clock and you finish at like 12:30 on a Friday.
And mate, you blink and it's over.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
crazy.
Like, parents, what, you drop them off, go for a little, well, by the time you've got home, you've got to pick them up again, mate.
Have a coffee, go to Starbucks, and then that's it. You may as well just stay at the school and just wait for us, innit?
Pick them up.
They've dropped up anything.
I wonder what's school for them. I think would be a lot different to when we were at like junior school, primary school, wasn't it?
Don't even get me started. I absolutely loved school for just the socialising aspect.
Yeah, your mates.
Yeah,
and
I was
thinking about.
I weren't a little shit.
Yeah.
I liked what I liked.
Yeah,
and what I didn't like, I had no interest in.
You were naughty,
whatsoever.
but nice, not naughty like a little shit.
Yeah.
That's what we were.
That summed me up massively.
Yeah.
It was like sports, loved, went into PE and all that. I was all over it. And art, that was it. Everything else.
Art as well, I literally was just like the sport and PE, you know. Nothing else.
It was so good though back in the day. And I wonder now, you know, like obviously with the kids going to obviously preschool and all of that, like I wonder if it's going to be the same as what it was like for when we was growing up. Like, you know, like with the assemblies and
sitting cross-legged in the assembly hall.
Singing away, like all some of the songs.
Mate,
Kumbaya. But do they still do that?
What was another one? Like oil, give me oil in my lamp and that.
Oil,
mate, every single, he's got the whole world in his hands.
Got the whole world. Why did everyone do that?
Every single British kid back then. Why, mate? It didn't matter what school you went to. Why did you sing those songs?
I think what's crazy about growing up is
Yeah.
When you're young, you just like that is your world. So
Yeah.
you don't know anything different.
Nah,
but then when you grow up and then obviously you meet people obviously like how we met, and you're like, fuck me, we've lived the exact same life. Even like what we were speaking about last week with the with the clothing and the fashion. That it's like
that's it. Or even like the football nostalgia when we was talking about that. Like it doesn't matter where you were from in the country. Like there was no written rules. Everyone just followed by the same rules. Do you know what I mean? It's probably like what you did at school. Everyone just did the same thing in that.
Yeah. What else was it at school? I always remember in the assembly. Do you remember when you just reached that like peak kind of like youthfulness where you could sit on like the back bench or something?
Yeah, and you thought you were the boss. All the younger kids in front of you trying to like intimidate them.
And I'll never forget. Remember they had I don't know if they had it down in your school. They probably did like, it was like the red and green disc to see whether you could go outside and play like your lunch or break.
Or like wet lunch break or whatever it was, and just booting around the ball like
indoor play.
Indoor play. Or what about with your PE and that? You forget your kit, and like obviously back then, mate. Do you know what I mean? You got no kit
and your Wi-Fi,
and you're doing the cross country in your pants,
plimp soles,
in your pants and your plimp soles. You know what I mean? You'd be like, I've got no shorts. You'd be like, doesn't matter, do it in your pants.
Oh my god, yeah.
I don't think you'd get away with that now, mate.
Nah. Definitely can't do that now.
Toughened you up, I think.
Yeah. But I wonder if obviously if like our kids go into school here, obviously there's all British curriculum. I wonder if they follow the same kind of suit, or because I actually don't know. Like a lot of my mates here have got kids, but I've actually never asked them. Like, do they sing in the classes?
I know they do the. I think that only because I heard Natalie say it, I think every morning they do like the national anthem, don't they?
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that they do. So
okay.
I think I didn't know that until she said. So I think every morning they do it. I'm probably completely wrong. I think I heard her say that once. Maybe.
Just put that in the back of the memory, like I'll bring that one time. What was you like at school though? I know you said you was a bit of a naughty, not bad,
naughty but nice, cheeky, naughty, nice. Again, like not that I have a problem with authority. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, maybe. I don't like being told what to do. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not a shitbag like rude. You know what I mean? I'm naughty, but there's a different like, and I think that's the thing. Like, I think in that era, a lot of kids were like that, very similar. Whereas now, I think kids are naughty and shitbags, like little shits. You know what I mean? Yeah, there was a couple. You've got to have the blend. Kids at my school that you just like. Yeah. You just knew they was just gonna be little shits. And that's the thing. If you're like cheeky with it, you can get away with it. You know how to like. I was cheeky. I could kind of like mold them to me, but teachers take a liking to you if you're like that. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you're just rude and a little shit, my parents' evening was always the same. He gets distracted easily. He's bright, but he just gets distracted easily. But I was always one of them kids in school where I used to like being the center of attention. Yeah, I used to like having a laugh, and because I enjoyed going to school to see my mates. Socializing. That just ran through every class. It felt fun to just be around your mates, didn't it? Whether you was in maths, in science, and bloody. I remember I got expelled from science. Me and my mate took all this magnesium. Oh, mate, that lit it up. Do you remember that? What was the other thing they used to do? That was you get like the Bunsen burners and that. Yeah, Bunsen burner, and then you've just triggered my brain about something. The magnesium. Is that what was the thing that you lit? Was that it? Yeah. You lit the, like, lit the paper and it was sparked, like out of nowhere. But we got through it, didn't we? Come out the other side all right. Yeah. I mean, some people will probably think, Jesus Christ, the state of him, what happened to him? But I'm just dreading when the kids get a bit older and that, and they come with the homework and stuff like that. I think lucky this day and age, I just tell them to stick it on the ChatGPT. Actually, when you think about the tools that they've got now, just do that now. Do you know what I mean? I was bad for homework. I used to just do it in class and just copy someone's. Forgot it. Because after school, I used to just view that as that was my time to have even more fun. You finished. And go out, socialise with mates, play football. You finished. Don't finish school and then do homework. Nah, opening the door, throwing my bag in. Mum, what time have I got to be back for dinner? 6. All right. And it was like 3:30, and I'm like, right, that's me gallivanting for 2.5 hours. Mate, I remember that even for no contact. I remember even like for your GCSEs and that, and it'd be like, you have that, revise. I think, mate, just the morning of, I'm reading something. Do you know what I mean? I'm like trying to stick it in, but I didn't revise for mine. No, I was just before be like, right, a couple of hours before this will be. I'll have a little read of something that'll do. No, I was always I'll read it and I should
be able to just go back, tap into my memory and just remember that part. But this is my grades.
Just wait for the multiple choice. You know what I mean? You got a 25% chance of getting something right.
I'll never forget it. There's a funny story about doing the exams.
Yeah.
We did French, right? And my French teacher, she just hated me. To the point where I'd go in there, she'd be like, Hutch, I know you're not gonna work, so you just sit at the back and just do English.
Do your thing.
Yes, I used to do my homework in our class. But I knew a little bit, but I was always one of them people that, because I was like, what the fuck am I going to do in French when I'm older? I was like, I knew that was never going to go further than the classroom it was in. So I didn't like apply myself properly. But I remember I was in the exam for French.
Yeah.
And, I'm there just like looking at these words thinking, fucking hell, I might be in a bit of danger here. But then all I could do was, psst,
that's it.
I'm like, he's like, I just heard Hutch. It was my mate Bruno.
Yeah, and you're looking.
Look over my shoulder, and you have to like be straight. So like using the peripherals as good as I can. Yeah. He was like, Hutch, what's French for ham? And I remembered it, and I was like, jambon. He was like, safe.
That's what you did though. You sat around your mates and it'd be the person like walking up and down, wouldn't they?
It's so good.
But like the teacher walking up and down, like watching everyone. You see, wait till their turn. Jesus. You're looking over at the next person, or back then, do you know what I mean? You'd have your things in your pockets, little notes, you'd get them out, be like, right, you get you through, mate. We're inventive, I think. That's what it was. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. We didn't cheat. We just got inventive.
Yeah, we made it work.
My
French teacher afterwards, I remember when I got my results, because she like I said, she just didn't like me. And I was fine with that.
Yeah.
She's like, how did you get on? Right? So it was smug face. I was like, I passed. And I actually did pass.
Jambon.
I don't know how, but you could tell that she was like.
But you hear them people that have like the photographic memories and that. Imagine that, mate.
Yeah.
Mad, isn't it? But I've always been one of them people, if I'm interested in something, I'm on it. Do you know what I mean?
Same.
Sweet. If I'm not interested in it,
it can pass me by.
I remember like when we were learning to drive, innit? Like as soon as you turned 17, I couldn't wait to start learning to drive. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't wait. And you had to do your theory, do you know what I mean? Back then. And I remember I would get, I had like a theory book and I'd like, and I'd be like, and I'd pass it and I think, mate, if
what
you
was
just
it, 35 questions?
Yeah. And then you'd click the button. If there's, you basically just click the button every now and again. Do you know what I mean?
I revised massively for that.
Same, because you wanted to do it and like you apply yourself to it, no problem. But if I'm not fussed, do you know what I mean? It's like work now. Like you apply yourself to it, no problem.
Yeah.
If it's something else I'm not bothered with,
pass it off.
Do you know what I mean? No chance.
Theory
you know what you like and that's that.
But I think I remember doing the theory test. Just on that before we move on. I revised so much for that theory test.
That's it.
Because I could feel like the adrenaline, knowing that I had the date coming up, and I was like, fucking hell, like I knew people that had failed there, and I didn't want to be there because then I think you had to go and then do more driving lessons, and then do this again. And I was like, Jesus Christ, you had to wait a set period of time before you could apply again. And I remember I was just going over it and over it and over it. And I used to be like a massive gamer. I think I've talked about it before. But I remember I was like, right, no gaming until I know I've mastered this.
I can do it,
And then when it actually came to the actual theory test, I remember I got to the 30th question. And you had to get 30 out of 35.
That's it. Yeah.
And I knew for a fact I'd got all 30 right because I'd done it over and over and over again. And then the next 5 also done. So it was like my certificate company was like, 100%.
Mate,
like,
that was unreal. That. And then you got your little like provisional license, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or whatever it was. But I remember that, again, when it comes to driving, I couldn't wait. Do you know what I mean? So it was like try and cram in as many lessons. I was working. Do you know what I mean? You obviously get lessons for present, this, that, and I was just like, right, I want to cram them in, do as many as I could. I remember that first day when you passed first time on that.
Passed first time,
same. Because again, that's something that you wanted to do, right? So you apply yourself, you know what I mean? And I remember that feeling that day of like where you pass your test, mate. Like the best day ever, wasn't it?
Wow.
You can get in, do you know what I mean? You're driving about, whatever, you can get the music on, the windows down and that. You've burnt a little CD or you've got the thing, what was it? The tape and the wire and whatever. Or you'd be on the computer trying to like burn it. It'd be like summer bangers or like summer anthems. And you'd write like the old, what is it? The permanent pen or whatever on it. And you'd make these little CDs and that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you had the actual CD, like remember the big pack where you like
in the glove box,
like driving with your knees, like fucking hell, what's something I want to put in there
in the
now?
Glove box and that.
But so good. But I remember.
Do you ever have like the things in your was it like the subwoofer and all that? And you
no, because when I passed my test, I was working for Volkswagen Financial Services.
Okay, yeah.
And I got a company car.
Oh, sorted.
So I was laughing. I think I had a Golf. It was like my first car. I was like brand new, picked it up like about 10 miles on it. I was buzzing. You can imagine, you know, when you first pass that. But prior to that, other cars I was looking at, was it a Citroen Saxo?
Citroen Saxo.
VSR or something, the little like compact one. But I remember I went and looked at this one. It was like sky blue. It had some fucking body kit on. And like, my mates that worked in other places, they were well into their cars. They were like tuned all their cars all that. Big exhaust and all that.
Wasn't it? That's what I was like,
but you couldn't modify these company car ones. But that just
I remember it was all them. I had a black Renault Clio. First car, absolutely loved it, mate. Like, I loved it, and then eventually, like, you're working this and that. I put like a big exhaust on it. Mate, it used to set off like car alarms and that.
Oh, was it one of them cherry bomb exhaust?
Do you know what I mean? I'd have like a sub in the back and that, like the speakers and stuff like that. Painted all the calipers. Like, I loved it, mate. Yeah, and then wrote it off.
Standard.
Yeah. Had to learn your lesson. But I love cars back then. I used to get I know we talked about the magazines earlier. I used to get all them. I think it was called like Max Power. I used to get all like the modified car magazines and
Did
that
you?
Always. Yeah,
you're proper into it.
I liked it. The car wasn't like proper modified. Never. Some people went to all the shows and I didn't. Never done that. I just, do you know what I mean? Just liked it. Just like
a few
cars.
of my mates had proper motors, and I was always envious of it because I didn't. You couldn't do that to the cars.
Like
at work, and I was just like, I just had to accept that was it. But I've always been into them, and then obviously you come here and you just get to see them all around anyway. Didn't you?
The cars here, like on another level, mate, aren't they? You think like we always say this all the time, like. You go to the mall, whatever time it is in the evening, 9, 10, even 11 o'clock, whatever it is, you just walk past the valet, mate, and like you think you've seen like back home, like some cars. You come here, mate.
Different, isn't it?
Mad, isn't it?
You said when down in Abu Dhabi,
you don't get
you don't see them as much.
It's not like that at all, mate.
Mad, isn't
like in Abu Dhabi, really, because that's the thing. Like I said, I like cars. I remember when I was coming over here, I was thinking, I'd see all these cars, like, do you know what I mean? I remember coming, I was like in Abu Dhabi, and because I've been to Dubai, like. Abu Dhabi, I was like, where's everyone with these big motors and that then? But everyone's just in like, it's a little bit more chilled, more reserved, a bit more, I don't know, maybe conservative. They just roll around in the big like patrols. Yeah, you know what I mean? They got the new patrols and then like the old school patrols, they look quite cool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they take them up all the dunes and all that. Like, have you done that actually?
Nah, I've not done the dunes. I've done the desert. This was years ago.
Yeah.
But because it's on the doorstep, I just think I'll just do it another time. I need someone to like, this weekend, let's go and do this. And then I would be like, yeah, no problem. But because it's one of them things where you just think, I can do it any time. I just don't end up don't do it.
No, we done it once. I remember where we lived, someone that like a good colleague of Natalie's, a lovely guy, and we seen him. I remember I saw him, I think, once, and I was like, you're just chatting, and you're like, how you doing, right? And he was like, either they just got back or they were just going to the desert. And I was like, I said, that sounds unreal. I said, do you know what I mean? I was thinking, that sounds cool. Then I think next time we went, he invited us. Yeah. And I remember we had like the hire car at the time. So I was like, he just gave me like the coordinates. And from like Abu Dhabi, it took me like, it took me about an hour and a half to get there, right? So I'm driving like inland, do you know what I mean? I can't remember what it was called. Like, I want to say like Milky Way or something like that. It was some spot anyway. So I'm driving there and you get onto like the sand and that. I like driving, so you know what I mean? I'm giving it a bit of this, that. And then Natalie's like, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? The kids are in the back, but I'm like, no, just giving it a bit of this. She's like, you have no idea where you're going. I'm like, yeah, somewhere down this way. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, just pull up where I think we're meant to go. And then, so we got to like the start of the desert and stuff like that. And he come along and that, and he had a big like 4x4 and stuff, and he went a little bit further. Yeah. And then I remember he got stuck. Mate, stuck in the middle of nowhere, right? So we had to then, I can't remember, we had like some Mitsubishi, like a 4x4, but he got stuck. And I remember I had the little hire car, so I was like, well, I'm stopping here, do you know what I mean? I ain't going no further. Like,
plus you got the kids in it, you don't want to be stuck in the middle of the desert.
That's me done. Mate, we had to wait until like these big pickup trucks obviously just every now and again come past, and all the locals come out, they all helped us, do you know what I mean? And I think by the time that we got him out of the thing, I had to go back. Do you know what I mean? I had a work call, didn't I? So I literally got to the edge of the desert, the kids got out, had a little run around for a bit, and then turned around and come back. And then after that, never done it. But I really want to, mate. I want to, like, people do camping there, don't they? Like, everything like that. But yeah, the kids loved it, mate.
They've got them places out there as well where you can just you can go there for the day, and you know what I mean, you can go ahead and do. I did it's not snowboarding obviously because it's on the desert, like sandboarding thing, mate. It was fucking. It looks cool. Couldn't stand up on it.
No?
No, man, I kept falling over, fucking well slippery. I grease it up, and then all of a sudden, fucking next minute I'm there, and I'm tumbling down, got sand all in my face, in my hair, and everything. I'm like shaking it off, burning up. The dune buggies are good.
Yeah, I want to do them, and I want to go in like the big 4x4 when they take you proper up, and do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're on like 3 wheels, 2 wheels, and that.
They have a mad event. I don't. It might be down in Rack, to be fair.
You see the stickers
somewhere
on
down there,
cars.
and you just see like some of the hills that they like ascend on, like thinking, fucking hell, I think my arsehole would go. And I'm an adrenaline junkie, but I'm like, you see them, they're all like vertical going up, mate.
I always see them in Abu Dhabi. They all got all the 4x4s have got the sticker. I think it's called like, I don't know, Liwa or something like LIWA. I think that must be like a big meet where they all go and do like the dunes and stuff like that. But there's so many things over here where like you've been here for you've been here a lot longer than me. Do you know what I mean? I've been here over 2 years now. What are you?
Coming up 7.
Coming up 7.
7 years. But literally 7 years now.
We literally say it all the time. Like we've got clients over that are now obviously good friends that are over at the moment, and they've come over for 1-2 weeks. They cram more in 1-2 weeks. In that period than we do over
12
years.
Months.
There's still things like that they're doing I haven't done, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't remember what they mentioned the other day where they'd been with their little boy, and I'm like, I've still not done that yet. I've literally still not been there.
There's so many things that we need to do, mate. And that's the thing over here. There is so much to do, isn't there?
Yeah.
So much, mate.
Listen, fucking, we always talk about it, but I absolutely just love this place.
Mate, spoiled for choice, isn't it?
Spoiled for choice. And like even obviously family that are in the UK, I mean, obviously they're having a nice time, which is nice to see. And it's like, you're here now, you got you've had a week obviously by yourself, you've still got about another week and a half. I've got 2.5 weeks, and it's like not going to be grafting with work, but there's a few places that I want to go. There's a few new gyms where I'm just going to go there, park up for the day. That Oxygen gym, that big one looks good. I've not been there. And I'm just going to just chill.
We'll get a few things in, but no, like you said, this place, mate, is just on another level. That's like going back to obviously our friends that are over at the moment. They've been here at the moment for like a week, right? So they've landed. We obviously went down to developer. They're moving over and they got a banging unit. There was a little upgrade, so we got them into an even better unit right on the lagoon. Do you know what I mean?
That was nice.
Unbeatable, so I'm buzzing for them. Do you know what I mean? It's a family home at the end of the day, so it's going to be absolutely class for them. But they've done that, obviously secured a unit, done their medicals, done their biometrics, and got their Emirates ID in like the space of a week.
Rapid.
Mate. Yeah. That is literally the UAE efficiency, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't beat it, can you? I had one of my clients, funny enough, who literally bought in the same cluster for Damac Islands too, as they did. I think he's about 2 rows in front, and he was saying the same. He was like, he was here on obviously like a family holiday just 2 weeks ago, and he was like, how long is it going to take for me to do this? Obviously, you don't want to disturb your day doing admin and stuff like that. But I was like, mate, you'll blink, you'll be in and out in a second. You couldn't get over it, and that's what you get with the UAE. Everything's fast paced, and I mean, you look at it, everything's calmed down.
Mate, even like yesterday, wasn't it? We had obviously done a bit of content, obviously what we're doing with the investor side of things. Do you know what I mean? So I'm driving up when I pulled up for petrol. I remember matey boy at the petrol station, wasn't he? He was like, "Oh, your tyre." And I was thinking, obviously got that hire car at the minute. Mine's in the service and that. And I was like, "Oh yeah, tyre." And I was like, "Oh mate," do you know what I mean? I was in a rush to get up to Dubai. Do you know what I mean?
Because you went silent for a while. You'll love this.
Yeah, we were going to the developers and that. And he's like, "Oh, your tyre." And I'm thinking, "Oh mate, I haven't really got time for this." Do you know what I mean? Anyway, get out, nail in the fucking tyre in there. And I'm literally, I remember I Belgium, I was like, this is typical. Mate, no joke, right? I've pulled in, obviously every petrol station over here, do you know what I mean? They've got the like the service centres, whatever it is, the tyres, everything like that. Mate, pulled in, literally sorted it out in 5 minutes, done, new one, on your way, boom. I was like, wow. Then obviously,
like pit stop.
Mate, then obviously we were at the developers, weren't we? I had a nightmare yesterday. Obviously at the developers yesterday, we done the whole thing. I got home, didn't I? And then I was like, my bag. I was like, where's my bag? Left my bloody bag at the developers when I was like, oh my God. So obviously messaged them down there. Of course, it's still sitting there. Do you know what I mean? It's the UAE, innit? Do you know what I mean? Back home, that's gone. Mate, I then go on my phone, order Kareem box.
The Kareem box is so good.
Matey boy comes on his moped, picks my bag up, stuffs it in his box, drops it off at yours. Obviously, then I picked it up today. And I'm like, the UAE, mate. I'm like, what would I be without it?
Levels,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a proper gaff. But I know you had a shit start to the day yesterday, obviously, with the nail in the tyre. When we got down to the developers, it was good, wasn't it?
Oh, so good, mate. Like we said, I know we do sort of our separate content for we're doing on it, but we said it there, but that project, mate, so good.
It's
up
so
there
good,
with one of my favourites by far, mate.
Easily. Listen, I could genuinely live there.
It's so good. Like, everything you could possibly want, innit?
everything and more.
And beyond. Yeah.
And
yeah,
more.
Yeah.
What, 140 amenities? It's probably the most I've
Mate,
ever
like
seen in any development.
700,000 square foot
I wouldn't
of
leave.
wellness amenities and facilities. You don't have to leave, mate.
I generally
Full-blown
wouldn't leave.
resort.
Right on the beachfront.
20 meters from the beach. You're on the beach. You know what
And
I
I
mean?
like it as well because, you know, obviously when we was down there, you could just obviously send updates to our clients who've already bought into it and just get them excited of it and, you know, just keep them.
We secured
just
like
up to
multiple
date.
down there, weren't
Yeah,
we?
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's such a good project. And that's the thing. They've obviously invested a little while ago, but to refresh them again, do you know what I mean? And say, actually, what you've got.
Just so you know,
unreal,
this is a proper
you know what
project.
I mean? Proper pad that in it, proper gaff.
One of my mates from back home, he's looking at a little unit there.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong, mate.
1,500 quid a month.
They're so affordable, and that's the thing. Like when we touch on obviously back home and that, like we say it all the time, you don't have to be a millionaire. No. You know what I mean?
Mate, the one we got for Cal, what, 1,500 quid a month?
Yeah, my mate Cal, like about £1,500 a month he's on. Do you know what I mean? And for what you're getting,
fully furnished on the beachfront.
Yeah, for what you're getting, mate, is peanuts. The value is so good.
So good.
As like an entry level investment over here, or wanting to add something to your portfolio. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And obviously it's only 15 minutes down the road from Al Marjan, and obviously the big news this week.
Yeah. September 27th. It's all kicking off, isn't it?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
The casino's opening its doors.
That's very exciting. So I'm buzzing for us, do you know what I mean? Because we'll be going down there and that, but excited for clients as well that got units down there because, you know what I mean? And I saw as well with the construction costs, I think it was another like 600 mil. So it's like 5.7 billion now.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? That is a mega project.
Yep. Like, the ripple effect from that announcement now is just going to drive more and more demand there, whilst there isn't the volume of units available to cater for it. So it's like people need to generally get in quickly, otherwise you're going to be paying a huge premium. Like you said,
we're pretty much a year away now. Like obviously more and more media as that snowball effect happens, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's all going to be gearing up. Like what they've done down Atlantis, obviously Beyonce come done it, didn't they? The opening, a huge big. Imagine what we're going to do down there, mate.
Biggest casino on the planet, first in the Middle East. That's going to go off, and obviously we'll be down there. Al Marjan's still taking shape. You know, construction's still going on in all the projects. So it's not even really going to come to the forefront.
Not even really going to mature, mate, till sort of like probably at 2030 and beyond. Do you know what I mean? Once it's just going to get better every single year. You know what I mean? Every year, better and better.
As it fills out, and obviously the plots. I know there's a couple other projects coming up.
So a few coming up.
I'm literally waiting for the full details of them to come out. Definitely. And obviously we've got the investor lens. Obviously, that's our other kind of like little business show that we've got.
Back to the day job on that one, aren't we? You know what I mean? Yeah.
That will just take people. Obviously, we give it the tagline beyond the brochure because it's like
proper
we're just giving people a more in-depth kind of look into the projects that we're advising on. You know, beachfront, waterfront, or master communities, whatever they may be, and not just you need this to get in. It's here's why it's so good, backed up by so much evidence.
You literally hit the nail on the head. I think that's the thing, like why. You can say, this is a good investment, look at this, but why? Why is it good? You know what I mean? That's the most important thing in it. So
what we've done, we've done two of them now. We've got another one now. Another one coming up. That's it. Another one for later in the week. I'm just going around just picking real good opportunities for people to invest into, but then just like you said, just giving them all the information there in front of them to be like
a real insight in it.
Don't just take it from us. We're giving it to you live.
Especially with the UAE, like we said, these projects everywhere across the Emirates. You know what I mean? We've got loads to keep us busy, haven't we? So many opportunities.
So many.
Yeah, for every level investor
for
as well.
Every level.
You know what I mean?
Yep. That's why other projects are so good. Like even the one obviously where we was down yesterday, like you mentioned, you know, whether you're a first time entry level investor, just looking to just start out and just test how it works over here. Or you're an end user or an investor that's, you know, just collecting units. Them type of projects are perfect for you to just start stockpiling, and then obviously where the location is of them and the potential rental yields moving forward, capital appreciation. You see why people are just like, you know, queuing up to take them off market.
And that's the thing, like if you're looking at getting in the market over it, it's just getting your foot in the door. Once you're in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it's about building that portfolio. You haven't got to come straight in at the top. No. It's like anything, longevity. Get in. Do you know what I mean? Start seeing returns on that. You've bought well, you go again into something slightly bigger, and that's how you build your portfolio, isn't it? You know?
It's exciting, and I'm looking forward to obviously the investor lens just taking more shape, and obviously it all starting to trickle out, and us getting in with the developers and you know bringing it to the market sooner.
But no, exciting stuff, mate. Like I said, a lot to keep us busy in that. But obviously, weekend coming up. What have you got plans on that weekend?
No plans, mate. It's first weekend, obviously, without the missus and little man. the place is spotless. The noise is deafeningly silent. It's just like, I woke up this morning and there was just no noise.
Yeah, that's
I'm like, it's so weird, isn't it? You know, when you're just so used to the chaos.
That's what I've had for like a month and that. Like I wake up and I'm like, where are you looking around? Like, where is everyone? No one there.
Yeah, so what have I got planned? Obviously work. I've got a fair few calls to make with investors. And I've really started to fine tune my fitness at the minute.
Yeah, I see you dialing back in and that.
They got some new machines in my gym in the community. And it just
fresh lease of life.
Me
That's it.
to just get back into just pushing weights as well. Obviously my cardio, I do the cycling.
Yeah, you smash
I haven't
the
done
runs as well.
I haven't done the cycling for a while because it's just too hot at the minute. But I'm going to get back on that soon. But I've just been doing loads of running again.
It's all routine, isn't it? That's the thing. Once you get in that good spell of things, like your training, nutrition, you know what I mean? The motivation's there. And I think from like, as well, obviously, we train, obviously you try and eat well, but that crosses over into everything, doesn't it?
Everything.
Do you know what I mean? Your work, your business, your family life, do you know what I mean? It does.
Health
fitness,
as well,
fitness is huge. Yeah.
Especially when
so
you're,
good for your
our
mindset
age, mate.
well.
Do you know what I mean? You've got to look after
mate, I roll out of bed, I creak, mate. Do you know what I mean? You
just try to move.
Mate, I try squatting and my knees sound like Velcro, mate.
Royal, just to train the joints and stuff like that.
Injecting collagen into my knees and that, do you know what I mean? Bring them back to life.
But I'm I've probably fine-tuned myself recently, and on the back of it, like you said, like I love training in the morning. That's my time.
Has to be first thing in the morning.
Get it done and dusted, because then that just sets me up for the day. And I tend to burn 800 to 1,000 calories just from the gym session before I've done anything fasted.
Yeah, smash it.
And then I know full well, I'm like, right, I've put in the effort to do all that, which is, it's hard going first thing in the morning, do you know what I mean? Especially when you parent and all that, you got other pressures and
caffeined
all that.
up to the eyeballs.
Oh, mate, like
don't even touch the sides, mate.
Like
that's when you know you're fucked, innit? You get up in the morning that you're like down in whatever it is, do you know what I mean? It doesn't make a blind bit of difference. You're like, I'm fucked today.
I do 3 double coffees, then pre-workout, and I'm like,
is it?
Oh, I should be able to get through this.
Mate, talking about that, you should try this. It keeps coming up on Instagram. None of these like viral things. Like over here, there's always viral foods and this and that in there.
Yeah.
I saw something at the minute and it was like, I don't know, it keeps coming up on like, obviously you start looking at fitness, you know what I mean? That's all your Instagram algorithm is, right? And it's like everyone's doing like a double shot of espresso. You should try this, like ice, double shot of espresso and like a can of like Monster or whatever it is. I'm
really?
Like, Jesus Christ, mate.
Powerful.
Give me a heart attack. I think, you know what I mean? But, that seems to be the thing that's going around. Every time I open my Instagram, someone's trying this
I'm gonna do that.
mad concoction. I can't say that word. Get it out. Spit your words out. Concoction.
Buzzing already.
Christ.
But that. So obviously, I know obviously you like to keep yourself fit, although you've just got a little ice cream maker in you.
Oh, mate, on that. So I know we touched on earlier, like 29 again, birthday, wasn't it? So I come home, my mum and dad had ordered stuff from sorted it from the UK and that. Like one of them Ninja creamies. Mate, Ninjas, they smash fucking everything, don't they? The air fryers, the this, to that. They're so good. Like I use the air fryer obviously like all the time and that. But it's Ninja creamy and that. And I've always like looked at them, but never bought one. I've always flirted with the idea and I'm like, that looks unreal. Do you know what I mean? I come home and I actually finished the gym. Come home to the gym and that, and I see it on the doorstep. There was like, something's on the doorstep for you. I was like, I had a look. Mate, I've been obsessed with it, mate. Making like these protein desserts, protein ice creams, you know what I mean? Oh, mate, they're so good. Yeah. Just all the ingredients and that. And that's the thing, I think.
What ingredients do you use?
Mate, so I do like almond milk. Is it, how do you pronounce that word?
Yeah, I say almonds.
Yeah, I say almond milk, but everyone says that's not. So then I was like, my brain was like, how do you pronounce it? But I say almond milk. You know? Do like almond milk, like obviously whey, a bit of that like cacao powder, like some zero, like sweet, whatever. You freeze it up and it comes out, mate. You can literally stick that in the machine, mate. It's like proper.
Oh, so you have to prep it overnight.
Yeah, you freeze it and then the machine makes it into like a proper, and then you can add like, do you know what I mean? If you're feeling a little bit naughty, whatever, you can crush up a few little like a little Biscoff or something like that. Do you know what I mean? But I want to do it for the kids and that, because obviously, mate, you don't want them eating ice cream like the sugar that, you know what I mean, all the time. Do you know what I mean? Every now and again it's all right. Do you know what I mean? But they're like, Bobby especially, he's obsessed with like ice cream. Like, I feel like, because we never really, again, like never really like ate like any of like sweet stuff and it's not that you was restricting him. Do you know what I mean? It's just like never was there, never really done it. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously like, maybe now he's like a few little ice, you see his face light up, mate.
No, it's it.
And I'm like, that's it, he's gone now. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to making them like a few little strawberry versions and that.
They'll love that one.
Yeah, I've been telling them like, when you come back Abu Dhabi, like we'll make you all some ice creams and that.
Class.
But yeah, My mum and dad, mate, that's me every night now. A little big, mate, a massive like
tub of ice cream.
Mate, it's like a little protein ice cream. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Mate, it's beautiful.
I might have to get one. That sounds good.
They're banging, mate. But no, apart from that, obviously just a weekend. Same as you, mate. Like training now, obviously a little bit with work and that. And then West Ham, they're playing so the EFL
back
Cup.
on.
Yeah, so the whatever they call it now, the bloody Worthington Cup, and it changes,
Oh,
changes all the time, wasn't it?
Yeah, Carling,
Worthington Cup,
Worthington.
Carling, AXA, wasn't it? AXA something, whoever
Yeah.
sponsors it, but EFL
So it's first
Cup.
round.
Yeah, we got Portsmouth at home.
Oh.
So it's that, and then I think the following week after that, that's when the big league starts, mate, the Championship.
There we go,
Burnley
mate.
away, mate.
You signed anyone yet?
One player we signed. To be fair, he's like I didn't actually mind it. He's like that Joel Veltman. He's like a Dutch lad from. He was from Brighton. He's like a right back centre half. Like he's just he's like a steady player. Nothing exciting, but he's like experienced, which is what you need. You know what I mean? He's probably one of them players that's like, don't set the word alight, but he's like your 7 out of 10 every week. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you take that. You need a few like experience. So yeah, we got him. But apart from that, mate, we've managed to keep hold. I think that's the main thing. We've kept hold. Do you know what I mean? Of a few players, of the main players, really. Obviously, the 2 strikers that we signed.
High hopes for the season.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Bounce back.
I still feel like we need to sign. Maybe as a fan, you always want like a flair player, right? Don't you? Do you know what I mean? They just,
and you've had some good ones over the
gets
time,
the crowd up on their feet. You're excited. Obviously, we used to have
That's what football's about.
obviously the Canio back in the day, and then we had Dimitri
Payet.
Payet.
Baller he was, wasn't he?
When he left, mate, I was heartbroken, mate. He was
unreal
for that spell, mate.
Yeah,
But he was like, mate, everyone absolutely loved him. He was, you watch his highlights now, like, you just have a look, like, people forget, mate. You watch, mate, the free kicks, mate, he just banged them in. He had a free kick. You're like, this is going in.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter where it's from. There was a goal, I can't remember who it was against. I want to say Middlesbrough, probably weren't. Palace, I think it was against Palace. And he cut through like absolutely everyone, chop. He got into the French squad, was flying. Then he fucking done us, didn't he? Like, transfer request, I want to get out of it.
Does he still play?
He went to Brazil.
Oh, is it?
So he went to Brazil. He was playing in Brazil. Well, he went to Marseille, and then he ended up in Brazil. I think I don't even know if he's still playing, mate. And then we had Arnautovic, same thing, like a proper bastard. He was proper big bastard, mate. Again,
horrible.
Fans loved him. Same thing. It ended like he handed in transfer. It always happens, mate. Do you know what I mean? But you want the fair player, and obviously talking about flair players, you boys. I thought it was going to happen. I thought it was going to happen, mate.
I did as well. I think there was I was at one point, I was like 50-50, then 60-40. It weren't going to happen, but I was hanging on hope for Vinny, but it weren't meant to be.
Just got more money out of Madrid, didn't he, in the end?
Yeah. We signed Bruno Gomes. Unbelievable sign. I think our midfield, player. Obviously, with your player Declan Rice.
Your midfield.
I think we're going to be proper next season. I think we'll go back to back. No problem. We just need to bring in a flair player.
You'll bring someone else in. You've got that appeal.
Well, we have to now because we were so in for Vinny. Obviously, we lost out to Morgan Rogers.
Yeah.
We was originally linked with Barcola, but he looks close to going Liverpool. So unless we try and hijack that,
you'll have someone come in, mate.
Other than that, just looking forward to cracking on with work. To be fair, and just getting on with it.
Get your head down, innit? Yeah, that's enjoyable again, mate.
Here we go. What's that? Episode 5 done?
Number 5 done, innit?
Episode
5 hours of waffle, mate.
There's actually been a lot of
enjoyable waffle though. Yeah.
Enjoyable waffle so far. So we think anyway from my perspective. But that's it. One pod, 2 dads. Episode 5. Catch you on the next one.